Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2 Pro Review. Introduction. Lenovo has an arsenal of tablets that fit into the Windows ecosystem, but they're becoming more aggressive in the Android tablet market as well, evident by recent devices like its new Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2 line. Taking charge, the company isn't backing down one bit, as they intend on becoming an even stronger player with the arrival of its Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2 Pro. Quite simply, it's one beast of an Android tablet because it pushes the threshold in terms of size with its 13.3-inch display. Design. It takes the design we're familiar with in the series to a grander scale. Uncannily different from most other tablets, the Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2 Pro employs the same unorthodox design that first arrived on the scene with the first Lenovo Yoga Tablet, albeit it's on a significantly larger scale. Even though it sports a relatively svelte construction, aside from its cylindrical hinge, this is something that occupies more room in a backpack than the traditional 10-inch tablet. Nevertheless, it still bears an intriguing design that screams sophistication thanks to its metal and plastic combo construction. Display. It's generously sized at 13.3 inches, but it's also accompanied with Quad HD to give it a sharp look. Android tablets in general rarely push past the 10-inch mark with their screen sizes, but the Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2 Pro very well blasts past that with its ginormous 13.3-inch 2560 x 1440 Quad HD IPS display. Needless to say, there's a lot to like about the screen, from its impeccably sharp details, to the generous amount of real estate we have to work with, and its decent brightness output of 393 nits. It has enough attractive elements to complement the tablet's larger than normal size. Despite its 7755 K color temperature, which gives the display a colder tone, our eyes do take a liking to the saturated colors it produces. Blessed with that Pro Touch, the display that's present here is inviting on so many levels, more so when it exudes the specs of some higher-end models. Interface and functionality. Still favoring the same simplified interface from before, the Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2 Pro's customized Android 4.4.2 KitKat experience receives some new features that make it more versatile. Visually, it's rather conventional looking and straightforward, though it can be a bit cluttered looking due to the elimination of the traditional apps panel, so all icons are placed on the home screen. In enhancing the experience, Lenovo has tweaked the interface by adding a multitasking element where pressing the button on the bottom left corner of the UI presents us with a few supported apps such as email, gallery, Chrome, file browser, calculator, and video. At the most, we're able to select up to 3 of the apps, as they're launched in their own respective windows. Processor and memory. Ticking under the hood is a quad-core 1.86 GHz Intel Atom Z3745 chip that's based on 64-bit architecture coupled with 2 GB of RAM and the Intel HD graphics GPU. As much as it handles most basic operations without any evidence of strain, it lacks the snappiness and buttery finesse we see in some other prized processors. It's good for the usual productivity stuff, but its performance is tested by some of today's 3D-intensive gaming titles. Endowed with 32 GB of internal storage, that's more than enough to appease anyone who's big into multimedia, but there's also a micro SD card slot that's ready to supplement things. Camera. Photos come out decent looking with the camera, but you can forget about shooting video with it. Despite receiving the Pro status, the tablet doesn't get treated to a better camera than its other siblings in the line, so it's once again an 8-megapixel one. Thankfully, though, its placement is in a more ideal location in the back of the tablet, as opposed to being built into the corner of its cylindrical hinge. Checking out the camera app, it's rich with several shooting modes and manual controls that offer us plenty of control in what we want to capture. Battery. Of course, the compromise in having such a large and high-res screen is having reduced battery life. The biggest opponent to battery longevity in any device is its screen, so we're not too shocked by the average-like results we get from the Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2 Pro's 9600 mAh battery. It's actually the same capacity as the smaller-sized Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2. Therefore, after taking that into consideration, it doesn't surprise us to find it reaching a mark of 6 hours and 43 minutes in our battery benchmark test. Conversely, it's able to power us through 1 day of normal usage, which is pretty average. Conclusion. Before we get down and dirty with our final judgment, let's first think about the kinds of tablets we can pick up for $500. At that cost, we can select popular models such as the iPad Air 2 and Samsung Galaxy Tab S10.5, which are undoubtedly rich with stellar specs and top-notch performances. Rather than trying to outdo its rivals in the specs department, the Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2 Pro aims to entice us with its different approach of being a larger, more generously sized tablet that blends fun and play into one neat package, especially when it features a rarely seen built-in Pico projector. If you've been waiting for a tablet with a larger than normal display, you'll certainly find the Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2 Pro's $500 priced package to be enticing.